This interview is from Chat City, Preston FM's mid-morning magazine show, live weekdays from 10 till noon.
And right now, my next guest into the studio this morning, it's nice to welcome Angela and Colin from Preston City Trampoline Club. So a very good morning to you both.
Good morning.
So for the listeners who don't know, I know we've met once before on air last year, 2013. Time just flies by. Tell us a little, for listeners who don't know, something about Preston City Trampoline Club.
Well, Preston City Trampoline Club was set off 10 years ago, and it has developed from a very small recreational club into quite a large community hub now. We have our recreational bouncers still, we have our competitors still. During the day we do a lot with disabilities. Saturdays we do kangaroos. Friday nights we have adult training, and also we have a community group of children that come in just to bounce and have a coffee and play pool. And on 2 evenings of a week we are now the home of UCLAN Trampoline Club, and also we do an after school club for secondary schools, and we do an after school club in the evening for the colleges in the area.
Wow, so it's certainly a very busy club.
Well,
and
yes.
I'm certainly going to have to ask, what is Kangaroo?
Kangaroos has been set up for children with autism and all across that spectrum, and it just enables them to come in and have a bounce freely. And if they're fed up with bouncing, we have soft play and other things that they can do. But because it's such a large space and a large area, the parents can relax because we have volunteers there who supervise the children. So they can chat about their week and have a cup of coffee and share experiences with other parents, while the children are free to move around the room and enjoy the trampolines and the soft play and the other activities that we offer, without restrictions and without the parents being embarrassed if they have a meltdown. It doesn't matter, we're used to that. It's just the way life is with children with autism.
Right. And for the uninitiated like me, I mean, when somebody comes along, what are the different kinds of moves you do on the trampoline? I mean, do you start? Because to me, watching somebody, I'll come to Colin on this one then, Colin. Yeah, I mean, when I watch anybody on a trampoline, etc., or when I've been on them, but that's many, many years ago, I could tell you, the fun of jumping up and down. But there really is a very strict regime and a quite... there
is a regime. There's a list of skills that you can do. It's virtually endless because you just keep adding more. People come in and say they want to do a somersault or a flip when they've got a garden trampoline, and they probably can, but they're not used to the trampolines that we have, because that was a competition standard, which cost several thousands, rather than garden ones, which are a few hundred.
Right.
So we try and take care of that. You start off just bouncing, which is very exhilarating and quite tiring, but you can land sit down, you can land on your front, you can land on your back. You can start to do that in combination, so go from one landing to another, and build up those skills. That's what we prefer to coach, so that if somebody does a somersault or a flip and they don't quite get on their feet, they know how to land correctly and safely in an alternative position.
Right.
We see a few. And really, trampolining in those terms is very simple, because you've got a number of landings and you can either twist or somersault, and all you do is make different combinations.
Right. I was trying to think, and I can't... Is it an Olympic sport?
Yes, it is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
It was first in the Olympics in 2000.
Right.
It was one of the changes that came about from the old Trampoline Federation. British Gymnastics is the governing body. It's one of the gymnastic disciplines, so therefore it's in the Olympics.
Right. I thought it was. So in the club here in Preston, do you have like in-house competitions, and also do you have competitions against teams from in other parts of the country?
We do competitions. Some within the club, just for the club members. We run friendly competitions. and invite local clubs, because there's quite a network of clubs around.
Yeah,
come from Bury, Bolton, Manchester, and all the way around. And different clubs put on different competitions with slightly different rules. But it gives the competitors an opportunity to keep their competition ability, because it's different doing a routine in the club than it is when people are watching and you've been scored and you have to do it properly. So it keeps that side of it ticking over. There's a bit of a season for competition. There's a format like there is with most stuff. So it keeps that going through the whole year.
Right.
So we can keep them competition ready at any time.
Lovely. So what are some of the youngest ages then, Angela, that you have?
We do a preschool class that starts at 2.5.
And it must be good for coordination and for,
It is.
It's
excellent for concentration, excellent for their coordination, helps their core, and it's just an all-round aerobic exercise. It doesn't matter whether you're 2.5 or 65. It is just brilliant.
So have we got some up-and-coming gymnasts then here in Preston, do you think?
Yes, I think so.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
we do. Yes, we do. Yes, they work very hard, the children. They work very, very hard, and we have some of them at regional standard and some of them at national standard.
Is that right?
Yes.
So how long would you probably put into training, to get to national standard?
We would expect them to do between, 6 and 15 hours a week.
We had a pair doing synchronised, and they were silver in the country, second in the country, year before last. And they used to train about 15 hours a week. Yeah. So we've had national level top standard there. They've now, that layer of gymnasts have all gone off. They're at university, one in Manchester, one in Leeds, one in Liverpool, and we're just developing the next layer, just starting to come through. And that's the nature of what you see. But yeah, at least 10 hours a week, really, to get up to that top end.
Right.
So really, when people come in, they normally start coming an hour a week. Just come in, have a session. If they're happy with that, that's fine. If they decide they quite like it, they can progress up through, do 2 or 3 hours, or maybe do a second session in a week. If we see them and they get to a certain standard, we will say, do you want to go to competition, do a few friendly competitions, perhaps do a school competition, enter regional grades,
right,
and get onto the ladder and take them as far as they can go.
So is the progression through coaching? There are coaches who will coach you through the progressions and through the various stages.
Yes. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of volunteer coaches, all at different levels, all the way through to high performance coaches. So whatever, we're child led, so whatever the gymnasts, the kids want to do, we can do it.
And of course it's an all-weather sport.
It is, because we're inside, although it has been chilly this winter.
Is that right?
But we find, certainly as a coach, we're clamouring for a cup of tea, because we're talking to the kids all the time, and got woolly hats on, and the kids are working away in t-shirts, because it's they're busy. So it's finding a nice balance. But the competitors, they come in for 2 or 3 hours at a time.
And is it equally as possible with girls and boys, the sport?
Yes, it is, yeah. And certainly in our club, we have a good mix. Some clubs, it seems to be predominantly girls, but we're blessed with a really good balance there.
Our ladies team for British gymnastics is the best in the world. They got a gold medal this year. Well, last year it will be now.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And that's brilliant to mention that, isn't it?
Absolutely fabulous they are. Yeah.
And how many would be in a team usually?
It's not a team sport, trampolining. We call them a team because we like them to work together when you're at that top end.
Right.
We like them to work together. We like them to help each other and support each other. But when you're on that trampoline, you're on your own.
Yeah,
You're there. You've got to do your stuff.
I could, yes, I'm trying to visualise that. I was looking this morning before, when I arrived at the station. I was having a look at the website and looking at lots of the photographs that are on there. So are competitions quite regularly held? Are they open to the public?
What, to spectate?
Yeah.
Yes,
Do you have
yes.
people who come along as spectators to the club here in Preston?
A lot of the time it's the parents. We do an end of year in July, just before the schools break up. We do what we call an awards day. So all of the kids can, whatever award level they're up to, they will compete with each other. Because obviously the kids that come in on a Saturday or a Monday or a Wednesday don't know each other. So they are graded at that level,
right,
and will compete against each other. It's like a little festival for us.
Yeah.
All the kids can come in, the parents can see what they're doing, maybe how they've progressed against the previous year, what award level they're up to. And then from there you can go through the friendly competitions. There are tariff competitions because you get a difficulty rating, like diving and anything else. The more skill you put into the routine, then you get that difficulty. So lots of different competitions based in different ways.
Right. Now, I have been asked before I let you go to mention an event coming up on the 9th of March.
Yes, we do a lot of work with our disabilities. We did have our open day. We were here last time talking about our open day, which was a great success, and it got out into the community. And through this, the Foxton Centre have contacted us. Now they're going to have a bounce-a-thon.
A bounce-a-thon. Yes. Nice word.
At the club, which we are supporting. We will support them with the venue, and we will support them with the supervisors and coaches on the beds. And the people are coming along to bounce to raise money for the Foxton Centre.
Right.
But we do a lot with disabilities and the charities to help promote the sport, and to obviously give them the opportunity to promote their own cause.
And for anybody listening who maybe think, I'd like to come along and do that, how's the best to find out more about it or to get in contact with you?
With the website, I think, is the best way now, and on Facebook we have a Facebook page, and Twitter.
And do you have people who join at certain times, or they can join more or less
No,
throughout
they can join
the year?
at any time during the year, any time at all.
Okay. Well, can I thank you both for coming in this morning and telling us all about Preston City Trampoline Club. Been nice to meet you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. We hope you've enjoyed the interviews as much as we have. Why not give us a tweet at ChatCityPFM?